Horizon Turbo Chase takes players back to the retro days of racing, and brings with it a modern touch-up of smooth graphics, fun tunes and responsive controls that us older gamers wouldn't have been accustomed to in the past. I had my reservations. My weakest genre is driving games, and I wondered if I'd enjoy going back to basics with what Horizon offered here, but they've made a success, and that is no mean feat. You're given only World Tour to start off with, a standard mode of trying to win races and gaining points for your placements with said races, which in turn unlocks new countries to race in and upgrade races to make all your cars slightly better. So far so simple. The concept in the mode runs through all of the game. You start 20th and you must make your way through the grid to first before laps or your fuel has run out. There is no other variants of race style beyond that throughout the whole game. The further you go into World Tour, the more of the game and its unlockable cars become accessible, and they are definitely needed to win later game modes and certain races, because the AI can be a bit cheap and only certain cars will actually get further in the race. You should unlock tournament mode quite quickly, and then after that you should have endurance. Tournament sets you in a group of 4 races and you just need to try and win for the maximum points, or place higher enough to have more points than your opponents. Tournament is broken down into 3 sections, amateur, professional and master, and each with progressively more tournaments to do in each rank. Endurance on the other hand is where your patience is going to be tested. There's 3 endurance races. There's 12, 36 and 109 races. Thankfully you don't have to do this all in one sitting, and you can come back and carry on from where you was last. But if you finish 6th or lower you will fail and have to start from the beginning of the list of races. Just like tournament, you earn points on placement, and the gold trophy you need is winning 109 races and being top spot after that. You don't need to win all 109 races, but the majority of them so you finish first overall. Before I finish with the game modes, everything is split screen. So if you wanted to play with a mate, they can join in, you can still earn the trophies. There is no specific ones for multiplayer, but it's still a good laugh for both of you to play, or even I think you can go up to 4 players, so it can be really good fun and sometimes easier. The gameplay is odd. It's half on rails, half your control. It's hard to explain, but it's hard to crash unless you react late to a corner, or you just don't turn at all, or if the faster cars and you may need a little bit of slowing down coming into the corner. The faster cars have poorer handling, but then you can always get the upgrades for better handling to make things easier, and the only things you may need to look out for is the odd signs and foliage. The game also adds a peril of fuel, so as soon as you're going around the track there will be these red pickups for fuel, and some races you will need to grab them or you will fail to get to the finish line without your petrol gauge, which you'll see just in the top right corner, red and yellow, and if that goes to 0 it's finish over, you're not going to get anywhere. Apart from that, the only main strategy to this game is you're given free boosts and you must plan to use them at certain times to get through the crowds, so because if you rear end someone you kind of just stop dead and that just destroys any kind of momentum with your boost. Apart from that, there is one car that later on that you will unlock, I think it's called the Explorer, and that has 4 boosts, and that is a big car to have to complete the game. The music in this game is great. It fits in really nicely and it adds to nice tempo and feel to the game, and it never gets annoying, and sometimes you're just trying to play just to hear the music. But the other big issue with this is it's a very bright game, and as you're playing and you're trying to concentrate, it is so bright and vibrant and everything coming at you, it can feel like your eyeballs are melting at times. It's hard to concentrate, so if you kind of have issues with your eyesight, this could be a lot more difficult than the game really needed to be. Though I like this game, and it does make me want to come back after a few races and then you just finish and it will get this feeling you want to come back, it's great. But when you get into this game, the AI is woefully bad and cheats. First place pad reads and will try and crash into you to stop you from overtaking so many times. It is incredibly annoying, and often the cars are designed to crash into you to hold you up. The game lands a 3 out of 5 for me. In short bursts the game is great fun, but for longer sessions it wears thin sadly, despite the music and various fun cars to unlock. Platinum hunters shouldn't have any issues really achieving it. Hope you liked the video, give me a like, subscribe, and if you need any help, leave me a comment.